Greetings and salutations, and we're back with Astroneer. Now, I went looking for the Galastropods last time, and I couldn't find a single one. Not a one. And I'm starting to think maybe they're on different planets. But I've got other things I have to do. One of the things I have to do is find my other mini RTG, as I don't know where I packed it away. I know I have the one on my back, and that's for my oxygenator. But where did I put the other one? Whatever. I'll figure it out when I get there. I have a large air canister. Not air canister. What am I talking about? Resource canister. Large resource canister holds up to 400 nuggets of a single source. So we're going to go fly to Calidor, I believe. I think that's where I have my machine. Now I do not have the DLC. I just don't have it. I didn't see a point in really getting the DLC. As much as I love the game, I want to finish this before I even get the DLC. And I'm not talking about the glitch walkers. I'm talking about the other one. The other one that came out. That's what I'm talking about. There's the storms that I had to go get. They happen on Calidor. Those are not fun. So where is my landing pad? Or was the one that I flew over it and I made a mistake? Ooh, I see a railway depot over there. That's a good thing. Yep, that's the one. Yep, that's where it is. There's my mini RTGs. There's Ruby as well. So what resource am I going to jam in this thing? That's the question. Wolframite? Do I really need that much Wolframite? It should probably be resin, come to think of it. Huh? And the reason I say it should probably be resin. Think about it. You take resin anywhere, you can use it. On any planet. You land on a planet, everything you need is resin. Resin and compound. So resin, I think, is the move to make here. Because you can see, right over here, I can just go grab a whole boatload of it. Okay, yeah, that needs to move. Ruby, get back there. Well, we're going to keep tunneling here. We're going to keep paving and tunneling and doing what we need to do. And I'm going to try to get to one of those. Hey, look, more resin. I'm going to get to, I'm going to try to get to that railway depot. I love having a paver. It literally makes this whole trip effortless. You just drive over everything. Nothing stops you. Hold up. I think the only other mineral I would ever want to get in large quantities would probably be ammonia. And I'm picking up resin too fast. Well, not really picking up resin too fast. It's only got 47 nuggets of resin. Are you serious? Paver technology is some of the best. It just saves you so much time and effort. Don't have to worry about crevasses. You don't have to worry about terrain undulation. You just throw on your paver and wow. 66 nuggets of resin. Now the question is that enough for my other space exploration that needs doing? Now we're talking um every bit of space exploration I have to do, which is Novus, Visania, um Atrox, you name it, I'm gonna have to do it. I think it's plenty of resin to be honest with you, but what do I know? Though organic is not necessarily a bad thing because you do need that as well. Wait, hold up. Yeah, it's not even drawing battery power off there. That's what I love about the oxygenator too. Like I could turn it off, and then I get oxygen from my vehicles. But if I turn it on, I don't have to worry about it at all. Oh, Forgot about those. Forgot about those researchables. Not very good with the paver. I'll get better. It takes some finesse. Ooh, interesting. That's another one of those things you have to power to get stuff for. It gives more researchable, so. Yeah, it's not even draining the battery power on the back. 85 out of 400 resin. I don't think I need all 400 resin, to be honest with you. I think if I had 150, 200, that would give me enough base building material on every single planet. To be honest. Perfect. So now I have 2 researchables. I just need to find that railway station. Because I've thought about it, and it's like, do I really want to store compound? Not really. Compound is everywhere. Resin is not. Resin is sometimes really excessively hard to get. There's also other things that become difficult to get. And that, I mean, you just, it's one of those things that you kind of have to take a look at and say, okay, well, what exactly do we need? And then you have to make that split decision. Hold up, let me. You know, I know I'm not gonna have anywhere to put this researchable. Well, I do, but it's not the best. I mean, the research items are worth every penny because I need the bits. I have no rhyme or reason to to the way I'm terraforming this planet. Really doesn't bother me one iota, one way or the other. I just see something I want to go do, and I do it. But with this, I wanted to farm a lot of a resource. That's why I brought the resource canister. I mean, we used to have, on our other game, we used to have massive resource. Ooh. And of course, I did not bring my dynamite, which is a shame. Grow those elsewhere. With them saying harmless, I don't believe it. That's just more exo chips. So I need to find that rail station. Look at all the malachite and wolframite that I'm just not enthused about getting. I mean, I could build anything and just scrap it, to be honest with you. Build it, scrap it, and then just get the other stuff. Like, you build an item, you scrap it, and then when you scrap the item, you get scrap pieces. When you get the scrap pieces, it's no big deal. So yeah, we're going to put that there, and then we're going to put one of those there. That way it's less obstructive in my vision. We're driving directly away from my beacon. We'll come around to it eventually. This is the other thing I love about this game. Like, I can sit here and just tunnel. And while I'm tunneling, I'll eventually come back out some other side. Like this. When they put the paver in this game, I thought, why on earth would I need that? Looking back on it, that's why I needed it. I had to edge my back there. That looks like something out of Beetlejuice. Ooh, ammonia. It's a lot of hydrazine. I'm trying to get it in a relatively straight line. That way I could just drive in a straight line. You know what this game needs? Oh, wait. Could I do that with an auto arm? I wonder. Like, have it pick up resources with an auto arm as I'm driving. And store it. Know what I mean? Like, equip an auto arm on here. Have the auto arm turned on. Maybe have two of them. And then when it senses that a piece of material is off to the left or right, you can have one facing one way, one facing the other way. It'll grab that material and it will move it to the machine. Like, not the machine, but the resource canister. It's like a giant vacuum cleaner. Huh? Why'd the beacon change? Oh, I'm coming around to. Oh, okay. As a Snapchat, I'm like, why is the beacon changing? The beacon shouldn't change at all. And then I realized I made it my lap around the planet. I'll eventually go down to the core in Calidor, too. Don't know when, but I will eventually. Keep her steady. We're gonna get into some Malachite Mountains here. Or Wolframite Mountains, I should say. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, it was one of those. It was absolutely annihilating my power. Oh, wait. I didn't hook up the third trailer. I was going to just leave this here. That'd have been bad. That'd have been very bad. I'd have left it behind and then I'd have gotten back to the base and been like, where's my trailer? I saw the exo thing back there. I'm going to come back out with dynamite and blow it up and get some exo chips. I know that if you get a better drill, it makes shorter work of the terrain. I don't know if your vehicle goes any quicker, but I know it makes shorter work of the terrain, though. So... Steady as she goes, number 2. One highway over the other. Look at that. Oh, another exo chest. They're running out of soil, running out of soil, running out of soil. Whoa. Probably a very bad idea to run out of soil. Just saying. Especially considering you need the soil to make roads. Yeah. I really wish that would pop the resources off to the side. That way your vehicle doesn't pop like up and over. I had to go around it. I mean, I probably could have gone under it, but yeah. I have to fight running over the stupid ammonium because his rounded little edges pop up and throw me off my course, which is not good because you want to have a course set, and that's kind of what I like about Satisfactory is you can actually like program your machines to do what you want it to. This you have to be in the driver's seat, like terraforming an entire path around a planet. A little bit boring, but now I know where a whole bunch of exo chests are. So if I need more exo chips, I could just do it. And of course, I'll have to take all of the. I'll have to reclaim a whole bunch of soil. Matter of fact, real quick. Set that down. There. There, now I have my 2 full soil canisters. One of the first things you take to any new planet is a soil centrifuge. You take resin, which is what the big canister's for, and there's even more of it right here. You take a ton of that resin and you just soil centrifuge with you. Resin makes your platforms. The soil centrifuge you can spin down for anything else you may need. And then you just go around scrapping and other stuff. And then all you need is like means of conveyance. Ideally, if you can do it and you have it unlocked, the hoverboard. Because then you could just hover over everything. And you take mini RTGs with you, put them on your back, take an oxygenator with you so that you don't just, have no oxygen. Yeah. About this. 112. That should be enough to start probably a few outlying planets. Worth of resin, to be perfectly honest with you. But I have returned. And I've brought with me researchables. And resin. And a lot of the resin. Like I said, I think 114 resin is perfectly fine. And it'll fit right in the back of the large shuttle, too, so. Without having to repackage. So you can just jam it in there, and now we can just go to another planet. And have no big problems. Is that a third? That is a third researcher, isn't it? I'm going to disconnect that real quick. There was an exo chest. Where was it? Interesting. There's a thing over here. One of those researchables. I can never seem to open these on a different planet because you need a lot of power. Like oodles of power. There. I didn't want to turn on the paver because it was gonna. Oh. 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 Well, not anymore, dirtbag. Alright, so we're gonna go to the other researchable. We're gonna actually... Did I just... Whoop, saved it. Whoopa. No, I'm not Greek. But I do have part Slav. Whoopa. Huh. Right outside the base. Look at all of that. Look at that. Oh, boy. This is like salvager's heaven. I may need to bring out some dynamite and the supersized explosive. Well, not super, like the supersized shredder and some explosives. I bring those out and I can blow those up. When I blow those up, I can get real good scrap out of them. Because then I can just shred them all down. Just like that right there. That little piece of vehicle right there. The amount of scrap around here is just ridiculous. I wish I could have more than one canister. Put, like, organic in one, resin in another. Really? I still have resin here. Okay. Well, you know what? Here you go, resin. You deserve a home, and that home is going to be in that canister, and then on multiple planets as structures. How far away is this canister that I have to explode? It couldn't have been that far. It's right over there. Where'd it go? It just vanished on compass. That's not right. It was just behind me too. Ooh, a battery. Ooh, a battery. Always. Always pick up batteries. Doesn't matter how well established you get. Batteries are just life. You need batteries. There it is. Because even with like the QT RTG or actual RTGs, which I have, I can make RTGs. Even with actual RTGs, is dangerous. Exochips are kind of important, so you get up here. Well, sorry, Resin, but you have to take a back seat for some exochips to actually wait. Salvage debris is nice and all. Leave that there. I'm telling you, battery life It's just crazy. Without batteries, the interplanetary survival on a planet would be minimal, if not null and void. And that's just because the batteries allow you to power certain things like the soil centrifuge, right? So you could be sitting there thinking, well, I've got soil centrifuge. Well, that's great. Your mini RTGs aren't going to be enough to power it. They're just not. I've done that before. You'd have to have like 6 of them. And even then, you're not getting optimal capacity on your soil centrifuge. So, having batteries there, you could just slap that soil centrifuge on, blend it up. Which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to go to another... do I have any quartz? I can just make quartz while I'm there. See? What am I thinking? Soil centrifuge, a couple of batteries, some mini RTGs. So that battery needs to come with me. The exo chips can come with me too, I guess. I don't really have a way to carry them. Come here, you canister. Come here. Whoa. Whoa. Sorry about that. I have a thing I was watching earlier. Is about Korea. Specifically, some of the propaganda that Korea uses. Not South Korea, obviously, North Korea. And I had the video pause, and I clicked off of it for a split second. And that is my apologies. That is my sincerest apologies. Even though I'm trying to learn Japanese, I will eventually want to learn Korean. Where did that one... Okay, resin container. Relax, brother. Thank you. Now, do I want to take the exo chips with me right now? No. I also need to figure out how much do these things drain? 1 unit of power, 1 unit of power. And these generate 1 unit of power. So I will take 2 of them. So I don't need ruby. I could leave ruby here. I could take these RTGs and put them up here, which opens up storage space in the back. Beautiful. I have soil. Wait. What's it take to make a soil centrifuge? Oh, right. Hold on. Soil centrifuge takes... Not a large burner, isn't it? Yes, it is. 2 compound and an aluminum. An aluminum. Looks like we're making a stop at Visania, sadly. Tactile seed. You know what? We'll plant them right here. They said they're non-lethal, so cool. The only thing I don't have here is aluminum. Can I even get it here? No. No, I cannot. So I'm going to have to make that stop to Visania anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to slap you in there. Now, if that had the power, you could probably run it right out of the ship. That's just 3 researchables just going to town. Wait, do I have any more? I have 1 there. Did I not bring another one with me? I did. I was just blind. We tossed that one there. So now we have another 2. How many bytes do I have? 57. You know what I mean? Batteries are why it's still running. It'd be kind of interesting to run the rail car on a planet, wouldn't it? Wow, Mega Mini Training Shuttle. Interesting. Railway station. Can automate loading and unloading, which is great and all for, you know, people that want to do that sort of thing, but I don't really have the aspirations to do that right yet. I'm more of a person that's trying to get everything going in the right direction. Without obliterating everybody's ears with random Korean. They want all the power. That's a creepy sound. You know what I miss most about the old Astroneer? I'm talking way old Astroneer. Not talking this, I'm talking... They used to have windstorms and dust storms and everything on every planet. And debris would come flying in and your Astroneer's just standing there, all of a sudden debris would just bounce off your noodle and you'd be dead. And to be honest, that was awesome. F's in the chat for Power Grid. You know what? I'm gonna unlock the winch because I've got an idea. Robo Bonsai, Snow Globe, Ship in a Bottle, Model Planet, Lava Lamp, Helmet, Lava Lamp. Cute. DLS Construction Anchor. Mega Deconstructor. Tether Dropper. Deploys tethers from storage slots at regular intervals. Oh, see, now that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, look. See the problem here? When I go to take that amount of power, as small as it is, that's only 2 IUs. Well, not IUs, 2 units per second. These draw 2 units while active. Okay, cool. You don't need those anymore. Because that produces 9 units. Those produce 1. That thing can power all 3 of these and still charge, as you can see. And hopefully the sun lasts quite a while over the top here. Alright, so we're going to go off planet. I need to go back to Visania. Not Visania, sorry. Silva. I need to go back to Silva. I don't have anything on Visania, right? I have Novus. I don't have anything on Atrox. I have Novus. I have Glacio. But I don't have Visania. Or do I? I can't even remember if I have something there. I know I don't have anything on De Solo really to speak of. I went to Calidor for the Wolfermite. Believe me, I wish part of me had gone to De Solo. I know that I think I put like a landing pad on De Solo, and I think that was it. I think that's all I put there. I could be wrong. I know that Novus has... I went to Novus because Novus has lithium and hematite. That I'm aware of. Because I needed the lithium for batteries and I needed the hematite for iron. Wow, I got a whole pack of those things now, don't I? Well, I have even more exochips. There you go. Vehicle full of them. Things to remember. Scan Silva vintage probes. Scan all their vintage probes. Electrical engineering. Matte was copper and zinc. Plastic and aluminum alloy. Find vehicle data recorder on Visania. Blow up data recorder. Retrieve an exochip. Reclaimable. Glitch portal anchor. Bootstrap for cash. QGRTG, I get another one there. Safe as houses. I don't have a shelter or landing pad on Visania. I have a shelter and landing pad on everywhere else. Except Visania. So yeah, I need to make a landing pad. Yeah. Yeah, there's a Galastropod in Silva. So I need to make a landing pad, which requires the whole heap of stuff I don't have. Right? Nope. Need one of those for the other thing. Actually, no, I don't, because I don't need it here. What am I doing? Duh. Here, you can consume that. Where is my... Oh, there it is. Let's see, where's my large printer? It's right there. I'm an idiot. Aluminum and ceramic. I have the aluminum. Do I have the ceramic? That's a negatory. Let me give a double check real quick. Nope. That's a shame. This is what I mean by about having a soil generator. Like it's one of the most useful tools. Between this, a shredder, and an exo regress platform, you don't have to worry about anything except condensed gases. Yeah, I think condensed gases. Because you can get clay, graphite, or clay, glass, graphite, not glass, I'm sorry, quartz out of this, which means you just get it out of the soil. So it's no big deal. This is how I store my copper because I don't really care about copper or glass because I just make a ton of it. Oh, okay. Um, sure. Okay. That was strange. I don't see how I picked that up. I had it. I always have everything locked. Where'd my third ceramic go? Oh, I didn't put it in there because the clay kind of made me panic. I picked up the thing. Oh, I need 2 ceramic. Perfect. I'll build the landing pad, I'll shove it in the vessel, and we'll go to Visania. That'll probably be for another time. Um, Neat. This was not a very eventful episode. I mean, aside from the researchables, because I'm still cranking out bites like you wouldn't believe. Um, I didn't even check. Is there anything down here that's new? Detects and isolates terrain colors. Attach to terrain tool to activate. Really? Hydrazine jetpack. And I made the portable oxygenator just because produces research from tap targets. So wait a minute. Does that work like an auto extractor? Or you plan it and then it sits there and you see the auto extractor just hammering all the time. And if I put this tapper on, you know what? We're gonna see. We're gonna check it out. I need aluminum again. There you go. We're gonna put it. We're gonna drop a tapper on something. And this is gonna be on Visania. So congratulations. I'm going there first. I didn't want this to be an hour, but it seems like every single time I play this game, it's an hour. Vashanya. Oh, geez, that is just yikes. Where do I want to land? Sure, we'll land right next to the storm. There you be. Grab out the old soil machine. Wait, oh, it's got a soil thing attached to it. Never mind. All right. Nothing horrifying about what I have here. Now, what does this reward give me? Oh, a medium shuttle. Where did the medium shuttle go? All right, so small printer needs 1 compound. We're gonna leave that battery here. I've got 3 RTGs on me, so no big deal. We're gonna try this tapper. So if I put that tapper right there, like, what does it? Does it like? Okay, you gonna like produce compound, or are you just gonna sit there chilling? See, the thing is you only need like 3 compound to start up an entire base. So now I have like 5. So what we do is we just run back here. We build a small printer. We plug in the small printer to the RTG, and we laugh. You can almost run everything off your backpack. See? Boom. Medium printer. See what I mean? Some just resin and compound. And you literally can run everything. I know what you're thinking. Well, you can't run everything. Oh yeah? Watch this. Plug that in the back there. It says two IUs while active. You should be able to print right out through here. Nope. Won't allow you to print there. That's fine. No worries. Not a problem. Got it fixed. Medium platform? Oh, I don't have the resin on me. Duh. That's what it was. Bring it over here. Unpack. Lock it to the ground. Plug it in. Printer. Makes a whole lot of slapping sounds. Yeah. I mean, you can just plug this right in the back here, and it'll start drawing battery power. But as soon as I get... Let's just carry that with me. There we go. I don't know how the tapper works. When I figure out how the tapper works, I'll use it. Unplug that. Put this here. Unpack. Plug it in. Lock it down. And now we have unlimited. We have quite legitimately infinite power. Not infinite power, but infinite resources. That's it. That simple. That fast. Boom. And there's still a compound left there, and there's still a compound left there, and a compound left there. And 117 resin. But you can, like, just... I can make quartz. I could just be like, nope, I want to make a beacon. Bang. Boom. Done. This is what I mean about it being, like, busted. And in just a little tiny thing, we've already started a whole new base on Visania with just resin and the 3 compound over there and whatever we brought. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's ridiculous how fast you could just set up a base someplace. It's legitimately insane. Perfect. There you go here. And what you do is you go here, like that. You cut out this middleman completely. You hook those 2 up. You unlock that. You move that there, put that there, and go. Voila. If I didn't want that, I could make anything I wanted. I mean, it's gonna throw this stuff all over the place, but grab the resin, put it in there. But you could be like, oh yes, I want to make a another platform, like a platform B. And if you want to make it, you just done. And it's just it's crazy. It's honestly insane how quickly that happens. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I apologize again for the bit of the Korean that popped in the background. Like I said, I've been watching this interesting thing about North Korean propaganda and how it was used and how it's still used to this day. It's this little educational thing I was watching before I recorded. I know I watched some of the weirdest stuff anyway, but I apologize that I clicked off the screen and ended up starting up another video in the background. My apologies, my sincerest apologies. Um, but I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I know I did. It ran on way too long for what it was, and a lot of it was just me going all the way around Calidor. Uh, but I finally set up a base on Visania. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do here. Um, I know that I'm gonna have to figure something out, and I need to start making. I need to find out if that tapper works and how it works. But I gotta start kind of jet setting from one place to another again. So that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Outside of that, I hope everybody has a fantastic evening, a wonderful tomorrow. I do apologize yet again. Then again, I don't ever edit, so you're gonna hear it. And as always, have a good one.